Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight. Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
All right. Yeah, I should be. Yeah, I'm good to go now. My fault. I had to fix the microphone and stuff like that, so I should be good to go. So let's see. Make sure everything is good. You can see me. All right. Cool. All right. So what's going on to all my gamers and gamers? This is Kana from the gamer section, the brutally honest gamer. Back here with another live stream. This is the first of 2 live streams today that I'm going to be streaming. Right now, the first one right now is the Xbox first look of Metro, so it's about to be. So before we even start, everybody's wondering where are the reviews for Mouse PI for Hire and Crimson Desert. I explain more of that after this stream, like after another stream, after this goes off, and I kind of explain it. But long story short, with Crimson Desert, when you talk to PRs and stuff like that, and the best way I'm trying to put in a more professional term is we're still a small channel in a sense, and the codes were extremely limited. So they was basically catering more towards the bigger media outlets and still looking at us as an influencer, if that makes any sense. But we're trying to prove a point that we are an actual gaming media outlet in a sense. But let's go ahead and begin. We're about to go ahead and see what this hitting for. And I want a release date for this Metro game too, man. I hopefully it's actually fire. Xbox first look Metro 2039 from 4A Games and Deep Silver. I ain't gonna lie, this probably gonna be tough for me to even get a review code for this game because of some PRs don't like small brands, and even though we're almost at 3,000 subscribers, we still consider a small channel, small brand.
I ask you, are you ready for great changes under the guidance of a great leader?
Dang, that's a travesty.
If you are, then wake up and open the door for the newcomers. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Oh, dang, that's
Wake up! Wake up to a pure nation, clean air, bright future.
that's a tragedy. Wow. This really looks apocalyptic, but graphically, the CGI trailer was pulling off. It does look amazing. Oh, man, oh, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they look sad. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Where are they taking them? Can you hear me?
They do. They hear everything. But you don't let them speak.
No. It's not about me. I won't ask again.
It's all about you.
Dang. Had to kill the woman. That's a shame. Somebody don't be a killer, but don't push me, but I don't know.
All together now, children.
The Novak is our home. Either we destroy or we are destroyed. No one will
I guess this is how radiation is when you actually are on that sniffle.
Our enemies have no pity for us. The enemy must be destroyed.
Dang, okay.
The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed.
Dude, that's real creepy. Dang it. Yo, this game, it's going to be something serious. This dude sound like he's going through it on this one. And he the one that killed the person hallucination. This dude really hallucinating. Yeah, this dude went through it.
Pure nation, clean air, bright future. The Novorag is our home.
I have interest in this game because I played the other three Metros already. Metro 2038, Redux, and Ecstasy. So ready to play Metro 2039. I just want a release date. Or let's see some gameplay.
Thank you for joining us today as we reveal Metro 2039, the next installment in the Metro franchise. We at 4A Games are really proud to show you what we have been working on all these years. I know it's been a while since you last heard from us, but stick with us for a continued first look at Metro 2039.
Metro 2039 takes you to the dark heart of the Moscow Metro, where the last survivors of the nuclear apocalypse struggle to exist in the tunnels and subways of the ruined city. Hope is lost. The future looks bleak, if there is one.
The underground factions and station communities have all been united under one banner, the Novo Reich, led by a new Führer, the legendary Spartan, Hunter. Führer promises a new life for the people up on the surface. In reality, they are trapped down in the metro, flooded with propaganda, misinformation, and fear. The people suffer under his authoritarian regime and the brutal belief, if it's hostile, you kill it.
Our games explore what humans were before the world ended, what they became after, and what are they willing to do to live another day. The meaning has always been about preventing war.
But now, war is our reality, and our message has shifted to be about the consequences, the cost of silence, the horrors of tyranny, and the price of freedom.
You will explore these themes through our voiced protagonist, the Stranger, a recluse plagued by his violent nightmares, forced to undertake a harrowing journey back down to the Metro, a place he swore to never return.
But we must return to tell the story we want to tell.
You can expect a much darker tone this time around. A handcrafted, story-driven, single-player campaign where you'll feel the weight of the rotting world pushing down on you, forcing you deeper into your claustrophobic nightmares.
We will go where
I
the
definitely
worst
want to play
of
this.
humanity can be on a full display.
The thing is, we are not romanticizing the post-apocalypse or making a theme park out of it. Metro has always been a more tragic view on our actions as humanity. Then, tragedy came to us.
Everything we had planned for the next chapter of Metro changed in 2020, and more significantly, in 2022.
When Russia's full-scale invasion began, it changed the lives of everyone in the studio, but more so of our team and families in Ukraine.
The war has shaped us, and we have changed the story to be even
Unnecessary
more
war
about choices,
over there as
actions,
well.
consequences, and what you have to pay to have a future. Reality forced us to take a different approach, told from a uniquely Ukrainian perspective. But this is still a Metro story in the Metro universe.
We are a team of fighters, Kozackiego rodu. We
Oh,
will
the
push
question is,
through no matter
are they
what.
still in the Ukraine?
Getting electricity from generators or batteries, power outages or sheltering from rocket and drone attacks are interrupting, but not stopping us from making what we deeply believe, what we do best. Of course, taking care of the family is the biggest priority. Sometimes you just put your head down and focus on work, but it's each other's support that keeps you running.
Our studio was born in Ukraine and remains majority Ukrainian, but our team has come from over 25 different countries. Despite this, we all work together with the Ukrainian spirit for our projects.
Growing up in Ukraine, especially in the 90s, made us strong in many ways. Not taking anything for granted, understanding
Sorry
that
that they're going through that.
ideas
That's an
and
unfortunate
achievements
situation, and
are
that's
something we have to fight for.
unnecessary
And
war,
this
like the
grew
war
into a
that's going
mentality
on
of
between the
courage
U.S. and
and
Iran. It's
mentality of
unnecessary.
We have always been a studio built around one idea: make worlds you can feel. We are craftsmen and artists, people with passion who want to tell stories.
Basically, we make stuff that we want to play.
We build worlds with details that make a place believable. The kind of details you don't notice on the surface, but you feel it immediately.
It all started as a family of dreamers 20 years ago, with courage, audacity, and the desire to do something more meaningful and more mature.
Whether it's the team in Kyiv or Malta, we are all set on making an experience that is truly Metro. There is only Metro, nothing else.
To build that truly Metro experience at the level of atmosphere and detail we aim for, we rely on something we've invested in for decades now. Our own engine and tools.
4A Engine is purpose-built to make the games that we want to make. If we need to build a new feature or do something in a specific way, With our own engine, we can just make it. We're limited only by our vision. We get to take advantage
That's
of the
what I
strengths
like.
of
They got
every
their
game
own
in the
engine,
franchise
not
before it.
not using the
With
RE
Metro
engine
Exodus,
all the
our
time.
engine
That's
enabled
good.
us to be early pioneers of ray tracing. This time, we have focused on rebuilding our implementation of this technology to bring a more tuned and performant experience that is still nothing short of stunning and hauntingly beautiful.
Our tools give us the ability to make a world as dense, realistic, and believable as we can imagine. They allow us to make a metro feel tangible. You can walk into a room and it behaves like a real place.
Nothing is prefabricated. Everything is unique and grounded. There has to be a physical, plausible reason for something to exist or be designed in a certain way. So, when you walk into that room, it's clear a person lived there. You can feel what they were doing right before they left or died.
We call these moments frozen stories. It's a moment frozen in time. The tea spilled on the table,
graphics look amazing.
the unfinished card game, the bags at the door, the corpse holding an unloaded gun with shells all around the floor. It tells you what happened there without a single line of a dialogue.
The goal of these frozen stories is to push your imagination further, immerses the player, and gives those who are curious many opportunities to explore and learn more about the world of Metro. But not all the stories in Metro are frozen.
The ones at the beating heart of the Metro are about the people.
Our games are based on and inspired by the novels of the author, Dmitry Gluchovsky, an outspoken critic of the invasion of Ukraine.
His courageous stance has come with a personal price, a life in exile from his home country, Russia, where dissent is a crime. We've crafted this new story together, united by our shared values.
I'm hoping that they got a
and
release
truth
date this
that
year,
have been
man.
shaped
I'm
by the harsh
definitely
reality
excited.
of the
That's
world
what's up.
around us.
So, we're
Definitely
going
wanna
back
see more of the
to the
game, though.
tunnels and leaning into what makes Metro, Metro. The intensity of darkness, the intimacy of closed spaces, and the feeling that every step forward, every decision made has a cost.
The cost of silence, the horror of tyranny, the price of freedom. We want players to walk away with a deeper understanding of what that means. We want you to feel it and question it.
How will you survive? Who will you trust? What would you do to live another day in darkness? You're asking the wrong questions. It's all about you.
This is just a first look for now, and we can't wait to show you more.
To our fellow Metro community, our friends, our family, thank you. For the patience, for all the support and love we have seen in your messages, content,
If
and
the game don't come
replies.
out this year, it's
But first of
understandable.
all, to our defenders.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
If you thought that's all you were going to get, we have more. Here's your first in-game look at Metro 2039, captured
Okay.
from a mix of gameplay and cinematics.
That's why I wanted to see gameplay. Dang. They really improved on the graphics since Exodus. I guess I'll go get my rat monster. It's coming this winter, so it's coming this winter, so it could be at the end of this year or early next year. So it's one of the two. But from what I see with this game, I definitely want to play. I need to see more with the game, but the gameplay from what they show so far is definitely intriguing. Definitely intriguing. And this basically was basically a short stream, but we ain't done with the streaming of today. We got more streams coming. So if y'all see me with the NAS, y'all already know what it's hitting for. More streams coming. You dig what I'm saying? So, but before I even get up here, I'm gonna explain to y'all about Crimson Desert and Mouse PI for Hire. So I'll go ahead and nip this in the button. Actually, because people was wondering why we don't have a review for those games yet. So again, I said with Crimson Desert, we reached out to them. They was very limited in PC codes. We wasn't gonna trip about it. So they said they were gonna let us know when to get closer to the launch of the console codes. And long story short, they was very limited in the console codes. And and when they do that, it makes me just think, and I really see in actuality. Um, you know, I'm not saying they're stingy with codes, but what I do know is they do cater more towards bigger media outlets, which I understand we're not a big media outlet yet, but we're getting towards there. We're trying to get out of the stigma of being an influencer, even though technically we kind of are influencers, but we're trying to branch out to show people that we are a gaming media outlet. Now, when it comes to a mouse PI for hire, I reached out to PRs, I reached out to devs, I reached out to everybody on behalf of the gamer section about mouse PI for hire. And honestly, I don't know how IGN got it. I don't know how some of these other influencers get it. I reached out to figure out how they do it or whatever, whoop de woo. But even I reached out about the Soros game, and Sony. So what the situation with Sony is, I don't really think they like us at all. I don't know what it is, and we're not fanboys over here. We play everything, but like I said, with Mouse PFR, we reached out to everybody. They told us to go to this website called. Well, I ain't gonna say the website name, but it told us to go to this website to fill out an application. We did that a long time ago. The game has released today, and yet we still have a review code for the game, and they still have yet to even approve of the review code. And I got a feeling, I don't know if I could be wrong. I don't know. They might decline it. I don't know, but um, I can't really tell y'all, man. At the end of the day, we're still going to give y'all reviews. We're still going to give y'all honest perspective in the gaming culture. That's what we do. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing. You heard me? We mainly play mostly indie and AA games anyway. We do play AAA games, but to a degree, but we mostly play indie and AA games anyway. And a lot of reviews that y'all see on the channel is mainly indie and AA games. And from indie and AA developers, we interview game developers as well. But if we're able to get mouse PI for hire, that is cool. That's a good situation. If not, it's okay. But if same thing with Crimson Desert, you feel me? But we're going to, when it comes to Crimson Desert, we'll give y'all a review that down the road. Whenever we get our hands on a copy, you hear me? We're not tripping about it. Same thing with mouse PI for hire. We're not tripping about whenever we get a copy of the game. You know what I'm saying? We'll give y'all what y'all want. You dig? So with that being said, this is not the final stream of the day. We got more streams coming. Y'all definitely stay tuned. We got another live stream coming up. So with that being said, it's the end of part one. And yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when we drop a lot of content. You dig? I'm out. Peace.